Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to read about Macbeth, which was a tragedy play written by William Shakespeare. So first of all, we know about the characters. So the main character of the tragedy play Macbeth is Macbeth himself. Macbeth is a tragic hero and he was a Scottish man. And the second main character is the Lady Macbeth, wife of Macbeth. Another character is Banquo. Banquo was a nobleman of Scotland and a friend of Macbeth. Next character is Macduff and King Duncan. King Duncan was killed by Macbeth, and after it, the main character is Malcolm, who was the king of King Duncan, who was the son of King Duncan. So let now we start the story. Then the story opens with a war. A war is going fought between Scotland and Norway. So there is a war between Scotland and Norway, and the fact is that some of Scotland person are also helping Norway, but instead of it all these crises, Scotland win the war and the whole credit goes to Macbeth. So war between Scotland and Norway, Scotland wins the war and this the winning credit goes to Macbeth. After it, we can see in the play that there appear three witches and prophesies about Macbeth and his friend Banquo. So Macbeth and his friend Banquo was sitting somewhere, and three witches appear in front of them, and they prophesize that Macbeth will become a hand of Cawdor, and after it, he will become a future king after King Duncan. And the three witches prophesies also for Banquo. They says that Banquo will not become the king, but after Macbeth, Banquo's son will become the king. So three prophecies were done by the three witches, and after it we can see in the story that King Duncan is very happy with Macbeth because he made their army win the war from Norway. So King Duncan appoint Macbeth as the hand of Cawdor. So hand means some area chief of some area. So King Duncan appoint Macbeth as hand of Cawdor. And now Macbeth is thinking about the prophecy. In starting, he was seeing that the three witches are kidding with him, and why King Duncan will make him king. So when the first prophecy became true, that King Duncan appoint Macbeth as a hand of Cawdor, Macbeth is starting thinking about that second prophecy can also be become true, and now he was thinking about the prophecy because the first prophecy done by the three witches are is become true. After it, King Duncan announced Malcolm. Malcolm, who was the son of King Duncan, will be the next king. And after appointing Macbeth as the head of Cawdor, the King Duncan announced that Malcolm will be the next king after me. Now Macbeth is thinking that three witches prophesies that he will become the next king after King Duncan. Then how will it going to possible? Because King Duncan has announced to make next king the Malcolm. So King Duncan at that night came to live at Macbeth house for one night. And now there Lady Macbeth, who was the wife of Macbeth, came to know about the prophecy done by three witches about Macbeth and Banquo. And now Lady Macbeth became greedy and she wanted her to see as the queen of the Scotland. Then she thinks about that King Duncan is staying here at our house for one night, so why not we kill him and make the king and queen both of us. Then Lady Macbeth go to Macbeth and tries to convince Macbeth to kill the King Duncan and become the king. But Macbeth at first don't like this idea. He don't want to kill the King Duncan, but Lady Macbeth tries to convince by hook or by crook, and at last Macbeth is convinced, and then Macbeth killed the King Duncan. King Duncan was staying at Macbeth house for that night, and he killed the King Duncan. And after it, by which weapons he killed the King Duncan, he put it in the hand of the bodyguard of King Duncan. King Duncan had came with some bodyguards and who was guarding him at night. And when Macbeth killed the King Duncan, after it Macbeth put weapon in the hand of the one of the bodyguard. After it, in the morning, Macduff was a, we can see that he was a minister or something. So in the morning, Macduff came and see that King Duncan is dead. So he organize he calls a meeting of everyone who was there, and he makes some sound and everyone is gathered there. Macbeth also came there, and Macbeth came and killed the two bodyguards there. When everyone asks why you killed the two bodyguards of King Duncan, then he says that they kill our king. So he put all blame on the bodyguard that they killed our king. Then I killed them. After listening all these conversation, the King Duncan was killed by their bodyguards, or the killer was not caught. After listening all this conversation, the son of King Duncan, King Duncan has two sons, Malcolm, who he has announces to be the next king. Then after listening all these things, all this conversation, King Duncan's son ran away because they thought that they can be the next target of the killer. The killer can kill them also. So the son of King Duncan ran away from there and go to England. Now everyone is doubting King Duncan's sons, because King Duncan's sons has ran away after listening the killing of their father. They ran away. Now everyone started doubting that King Duncan's son has killed them to become the next king, and now they have ran away because they were frightened. So the doubting is in benefit for Macbeth because he want to become the king, and doubting the King Duncan's son, it can be benefit to Macbeth. Now Banquo, who was a friend of Macbeth, is doubting Macbeth because he know about the prophecy. Banquo knows the prophecy of three witches which were done in front of Macbeth and Banquo, that Macbeth will become the king. Now Banquo is doubting that Macbeth, because he know about the prophecy, and he doubt that Macbeth had killed the King Duncan to become the next king. Macbeth thinks that Banquo can be harmful in future. Macbeth knows the third prophecy of the three witches, that Banquo's son will become the king after Macbeth. So Macbeth thinks that he can be harmful in the future. Then Macbeth organize a party and invite Banquo and his son Philians, and appoint two murderers to kill both of them, Banquo and his son. But the murderer killed the Banquo, but Banquo's son escaped from there. And when Macbeth came to know this, he was so much tensed. But after it in the party, the ghost of Banquo was haunting him constantly, and he was doing now some madly activities. So everyone in the party is shocked to see the Macbeth doing these things, and they are starting doubting that he has killed him after he has killed Banquo, and now he has become mad. So in the party, Macduff, who was we have seen in the starting, when he came when King Duncan was dead. Then Macduff start doubting Macbeth about the King Duncan's death and Banquo's death. Then Macduff went to Malcolm, who was the son of King Duncan, and who was run away to England. The Macduff go to England and unite an army with a Malcolm to attack on Macbeth and become the future king. After it, now Macbeth is so much frightened because these incidents, Banquo was dead, his ghost was haunting him, Macduff went away and united army. So Macbeth again went to the three witches, and now three witch asked the three witches that how will be the death come to him. Then three witches gave him the three warning that be aware of Macduff. The first warning given by three witches is to be aware from Macduff. Second warning is that no one who is born with a woman can't kill you. Then second gift was that the person who was born from a woman can't kill Macbeth. Third warning was that you will not dead until you see that your forest is coming near to your palace. So three warning is given to Macbeth. So first warning is be aware of Macduff. So Macbeth sent a murderer to kill Macduff, because the first warning is that Macduff will be a harmful, or Macbeth will be a danger in future for him. So Macbeth sent a murderer to kill the Macduff. But Macduff was in England. The murderer did not find Macduff. Then Macbeth says to kill the Macduff family, and now the Macduff family was killed, and now Macduff is very angry because now this war is become personal for him, because Macbeth has killed his family. And now in his kingdom everyone is against to Macbeth. Now Lady Macbeth. In the second part we see that Lady Macbeth is gone mad because she was in guilt that guilt of killing King Duncan. So Lady Macbeth becomes mad because she was in guilt of killing King Duncan, and she thought that her hands were colored with the blood of King Duncan and it can't be washed away. And in the second time, we see that Malcolm came with an army and covered the palace. So Malcolm came with an army which was joined by Macduff. And when Macbeth see that there was some danger around the fort of his, around the palace of his, he tightened the security. And after it, Malcolm, when he sees that there was tight security and everything is that, then Malcolm army plans a strategy that we take trees and tassels in front of them so that they can't see that army is coming. They see that there are trees and tassels, so they put in front of them trees and tassels, and they began near to the palace of the Macbeth to kill the Macbeth. And now we see that the three warnings given by the three witches were becoming true. That first, be aware of Macduff. So Macduff is coming to kill the Macbeth because Macbeth has killed his family. Second warning is that when the forest came to the palace, so now forest is coming, that because the army has put in front of them trees tassels so that they can't recognize them that army is coming, they only see the forest outside. And now we know that third warning, what happened to the third warning. So they take trees in front of them and march to the palace. And now the second news came to Macbeth that Lady Macbeth is dead. It was a type of suicide, that she had attempted suicide. We think that she had attempted a suicide because we have seen that she was in guilt of killing the King Duncan. So it can be thinked that she had done suicide. So Macbeth heard this bad news, and now when Lady Macbeth was in guilt, in here Macbeth was become so greedy, or so prideful, and now he don't want his kingdom to let go from his hand. So when the army came there, Macbeth started laughing at them. Then he says that no one who was born with a woman can't kill me. So no one of you can kill me. Then Macduff says that I will kill you because I was not born of a woman. I was a cesarean birth. I was not normally naturally born. I was born with a cesarean born. So I can kill you. And at last we see that Macduff has killed Macbeth. And in the end of the story we see that Malcolm, who was who was the son of King Duncan, was become a king. So Malcolm became a king in the end, and Macbeth was killed by Macduff. So this was a whole story, short summary of Macbeth, the tragedy play which was written by William Shakespeare, and it was a great tragedy. And the story shows that everyone is very much greedy for the power. In the story we see that when the prophecy was done that he was become the hand of Cawdor and the future king after King Duncan. So we see that Macbeth became greedy to be the king of next. So he can't wait for the time, and he just killed King Duncan and became the king. So the story tells us that the greed for power can harm everyone. So be not greedy for power. So this was the tragedy story of Macbeth. Thank you for watching the video and follow for more. Please like and subscribe the channel.